Hello everyone, welcome to today's virtual yoga class presented by PSP. My name is Danielle and I will be guiding you today. If you'd like to begin in a comfortable seat, if you need to sit on a block to help with your knees and your hips, then you may do so. And just take a moment here to close the eyes and come into the body. And we'll take a deep inhale through the nostrils and exhale through the mouth. Even deeper this time, inhale and exhale through the mouth, letting go any tension. And one more time, inhale and exhale. Very good. So just keeping the eyes closed for a moment and returning to a natural breath. We're just kind of scanning the body from head to toe, noticing the sensations, noticing any discomfort, any pain. Maybe noticing some nice sensations as well as you surrender more to the moment. Relaxing the whole body. Alright, very good. And gently opening the eyes. And if you're sitting on a block, you can remove the block. We will extend our legs out and create some circular motions with the upper body. So you can inhale when you're going down and around, exhale when you're going back. And going in the opposite direction. Up the body. Now we'll come back to center, bring the legs back in. Extend the right hand out, fingers pointing towards the ground. And we will take one full breath for each finger, pulling the finger towards us. So moving with each breath to different finger. Arms nice and straight in front of you. And we'll slowly move the hand so the thumb is pointing towards the ground to stretch out the thumb. Good, and give a quick roll of the wrist on the right hand. Really good. Now coming for the left, so pointing those fingers to the ground, and with each breath, one finger at a time, pulling towards the body. And we'll rotate the wrist so the thumb points to the ground. Really good. And rotating the wrist, the left hand. Great. And And here we'll lift the right arm up, cupping the ear with the hand, the left ear with the hand, and we're just sending the head towards the right shoulder and just very gently putting pressure on the head to stretch out the left side of the neck. Slowly release. We'll come with the left arm over the head, cupping the right ear, and gently bringing the head towards the left shoulder, stretching the right side of the neck. So from here we will shift onto all fours. Our knees are right below the hips and the hands right below the shoulders. And here we'll tuck the back toes. Inhale, lift the knees. And exhale, sending the legs back, finding our downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Chest melts towards the legs. Heels are sent towards the mat and tailbone towards the sky. Good, and very gently we'll bend those knees and hop to the front of the mat, finding our forward fold. Allow a slight bend in the knees here. And inhale, gently coming all the way up to standing. Rolling the shoulders back. And inhale, reaching the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, send right leg back, dropping the knee, lifting the chest. Inhale. And exhale, we'll send the hips back, straightening the left leg, keeping the spine nice and straight, sending the upper body towards the leg without compromising the spine, so it's better to stay further up if necessary. And gently walking the hands back forward, sending hips forward. Inhale, opening the chest, looking to the sky. And exhale, we'll tuck the back toes, lift the knee, and meet our left foot to the back with the right for downward facing dog. Deep breath here. And inhale, drop the knees to the mat. Exhale, drop the chest and the chin. And inhale, we're coming right through the hands for cobra. Pointing the feet, flex the glutes and the legs. Gently opening the chest, exhale, tucking the toes, planting the hands into the mat, pushing ourselves up and moving into downward facing dog. We will inhale, lift the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, send the right foot between the hands. Drop the left knee, open the chest, inhale. And exhale, sending the hips back, straightening that right leg now. And very gently sending the body towards that right leg without compromising the integrity of our spine. And gently walking the hands forward. Inhale, open the chest, looking towards the sky. And exhale, planting the hands, tucking the back toes, lifting the knee. And this time we will hop with the back foot coming all the way to the front for forward fold. Allow a generous bend in the knees here this time, and we will grab onto the elbows with the opposite hands, and you can just rock up and down with the arms and the head so that you can release more tension in the back. Just sending your weight towards the ground. You can also rock from side to side. This is called ragdoll. And gently coming all the way up, releasing your hold of the elbows, reaching towards the sky with the hands. Inhale. And exhale, bringing palms together to heart center. Very good. And inhale, lift arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, looking in front, straightening the spine. And exhale, plant the palms to the mat and step or hop both feet back for our plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Taking a few deep breaths here. And inhale, reach the right leg towards the sky. Exhale, bending the knee, bringing it all the way through between the hands and coming all the way up into our warrior one. So here we want our front leg to find a 90-degree angle, and our back foot comes at a 45-degree, and then our hips are nice and squared to the front of the mat. And from here we'll move into warrior three, so bringing the palms and the hands together towards the center, the heart center, and we'll begin to shift our weight into the front leg. And this will be a little bit of a balancing posture, so take your time getting into it. We're rooting into that right leg and sending the left leg back, sending the chest down, finding a straight line with the body. If it helps, you can also reach your arms forward. And don't hesitate to try again a few times as needed. Warrior three. And from one balancing posture, we'll move into a second balancing posture. We'll find our half moon. So here our body is opening up to the side, and our right hand is reaching towards the ground and left towards the sky for half moon. And here I find it helps to imagine pushing into an invisible wall with the back leg, flexing the back foot. And again, don't be discouraged if you need to try a few times. You can also use a block on the ground to help support you with the right hand, or you can use the ground for support as needed. And then when you find the balance, try letting go of that support. One more time. And slowly releasing. And we'll bring our hands back down to the front of the mat and bring the right foot to the back for our downward facing dog. Very good. Deep breaths. And inhale, we'll reach the left leg towards the sky. And exhale, bending the knee and dropping the foot right between the hands. Lifting up, inhale, finding warrior one. Very good. And slowly bringing the palms of the hands to the heart center, shifting your weight into the left front leg. And when you're ready, floating that back leg up, finding our warrior three. Really rooting down in that front leg, finding that balance. Don't discourage yourself, just try again as needed. Choose a gazing point on the ground. Help focus your attention. Very good. And from this balancing posture, moving into the other, into half moon. So gently opening the arms out. One is reaching towards the ground. The right is towards the sky. utilize the ground or a block to help you at the beginning. And gently, when you're ready, finding your balance and just continue trying. It's totally normal to lose your balance a few times. Very good. Slowly dropping the back leg. We're bringing both hands to the front of the mat. And bringing the left foot all the way to the back with the right, finding our downward facing dog. Deep breaths. And bending the knees, we will hop to the front of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, lifting arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, bringing the palms together to heart center. Taking a moment here just to close the eyes and tune into the body. You can let go of the hands. And we will slowly move into tree pose. Starting with the right leg, we will lift up the ankle and rest the heel onto the left ankle. And just take a moment here to really ground that left leg, really root down. Imagine you're a tree and your roots are really stabilizing you through this left leg. And when you're ready, you can choose your position for the right foot. It can either be on the calf or on the thigh, or remain where it was, just on the ankle and on the ground. So you have 3 options here. None of them are right or wrong. It's wherever you feel comfortable today, and it can change from day to day. So just find your edge. It's not where it's too easy, not where it's too challenging, just where you find a little bit of that growth. Very good. Continue grounding into that left leg, finding the balance. And when you're ready, your branches, your arms can reach out all the way to the sky, open, wherever works for you. And if you're finding this posture a little bit too easy for some reason, just try closing the eyes for a moment and see if your balance can remain intact. If you're already finding the posture difficult, just choose a gazing point to help you with the balance. Very good. And gently releasing the arms and releasing the right leg down to the ground, and noticing the change when we have both feet on the ground, how our balance and our body feels. Very good, and we'll try on the other side now. So just gently lifting the left foot and resting it on the right ankle. And take a moment here to ground into the right leg. This time the roots are no longer on the left leg but on the right. And you're finding that balance. And when you're ready, bringing that leg either to the thigh, calf, or on the ankle on the ground here. Try to avoid having it at the knee, just not to put pressure on the knee. Very good. And reaching the arms. Choose your gazing point. And if you're finding this a little bit too easy, just close the eyes. And notice the change. One more deep breath here. And release the arms down. Release the leg. And again, just tune into the body with both of your feet supporting you. Awesome. And now we will lift up the right knee up and bring the right ankle above the left knee, as such. And here we will bend the hips. Your hands can stay at the hips here, or bringing the palms together to heart center might also help you focus your concentration, your balance. Flexing the right foot, finding that nice deep squat. And slowly coming back up, releasing. And inhale, we will lift up the left knee, bringing the ankle to the right leg just above the knee. And again, finding that deep squat, we're flexing the left foot and bringing the palms to heart center. Focusing your balance. One more deep breath. Very good. Slowly beginning to stand up. Release the leg, release the arms. And now we will widen our stance a little bit, so there's about this much of a gap between your legs. And here we will come all the way down, finding a deep squat. Now, this posture is very, very good for the body to come into. before the invention of chairs, this was, you know, a natural resting position for the human body. And some cultures have maintained this posture. However, in Western countries, especially, we almost never come in this posture. We sit on chairs, and we therefore have a lot of challenges with our knees, our joints, in the hips, the knees, and it's because we're not designed for long periods of sitting in chairs, as a lot of you may already know. So finding this deep squat might feel challenging at first. If you need to sit on a block, you may do so. Very good. And from this posture, we will come into crow. So if you've never tried crow before, then I recommend just watching first. Otherwise, feel free to experiment at your own risk, at your own, you know, with recognizing your own limits. So we'll take our hands in front of us on the mat. We're lifting up the bum, the hips, and we're going to place our knees into our armpits or just above the elbows. And here we're just going to play with shifting the weight of our body into the hands that we've placed on the mat. So just kind of rocking forward. Imagine that you're putting, don't imagine, actually put your weight into the hands. And here, eventually you can experiment with lifting one foot at a time. So as you shift and put your weight into the hands, you can lift one foot, then lift the other foot. And this may be the only thing that you do today, but if you'd like to go a little bit further, then see if your both feet want to lift up from the ground. Very good. And see if you can look in front of you. If you've arrived here and you want to go deeper, we're trying to look in front, not down, because there's a tendency for the head to want to come to the mat and rest on the mat. So try to avoid that as much as you can. We're not wanting to injure our head or neck, so avoid falling down towards the front. By lifting up the head, looking in front of you, and pointing the feet here can be helpful. Very good. And you can continue playing with this posture on your own time as well. It's quite a fun one to arrive at once you have. Very good. And we're back in our deep squat. And here we will drop the bum to the ground. Gives a nice release to the hips here. And we will shift with the legs behind us into all fours. And we will send the hips back, finding our child's pose. So we can walk the hands forward, drop the forehead down. Allow for a moment of rest here now.
very gently we'll begin to come back up into all fours and tuck the back toes. We'll lift up the knees, finding our downward facing dog. And inhale, we'll reach the right leg to the sky. Exhale, bringing the leg forward, finding our pigeon pose. So opening up the chest, inhale, and exhale, walking the hands forward, and resting the body, the front body down, the forehead down on the hands or on the mat. And taking 5 deep breaths here. Slowly coming back up, sending the chest up, open, inhale, and exhale, pushing into the mat, tucking the back toes, finding our downward facing dog. Inhale, reach left leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, dropping it between the hands, finding our pigeon on the other side. Very good, and open the chest, inhale, and exhale, walking the hands forward, resting down. Finding 5 deep breaths here. Good, and gently coming back up, walking the hands, opening the chest, inhale, and exhale, planting the hands down, tucking the back toes, finding our downward dog. And we will drop the knees down, send the hips back, and we will shift onto our backs. And here we will walk the hands towards the feet, finding our forward fold, and gently lifting the body all the way to standing, rolling the shoulders back. And from here we will find a comfortable seated position.
to finish the class with a 5-minute meditation. So if you would like to find a block or a pillow, maybe a blanket, if you would like to lay down for the meditation, you may also do so. And I invite you now to just take those few moments to get yourself prepared. If you're in a seated position, maintain really straight spine. You can roll the shoulders back, reach the top of the head to the sky. We'll close the eyes gently. And just observe your breath. Direct your attention to the inhale and exhale. The revolving door of prana, life force. And direct your attention to the other sensations on the body. Maybe the touch of the air, the touch of your clothing, any sensations of cold, of warm. Notice any areas of tension or tightness. And if you don't know where to go with your attention, come back to the breath. And see how long your attention can stay there. It's totally normal. The mind will wander off into various places, but as soon as you notice this, just come back. Come back to the breath or to sensations on the body. Maybe even noticing the noise, any sounds around you, without needing to judge or label or react to any of them. Just notice, observe. back to the here and now. Can you look around at your surroundings? Notice where you are. And if you're laying down, come up to a seated position, taking your time. And we'll gently bring the palms of the hands together to heart center. Thank you for joining me in today's practice. Thank you for taking the time to get on your mat. Namaste.
Be sure to like and share our virtual recreation videos to all of your social media platforms.